Yeah, so I'm here to show you the M3. So first and foremost, the biggest question that we get is why is it called the M3? What happened to the M2? So we had an M1, and here's the thinking behind it. The M1 was really the first workstation. And as we define it, a workstation is sampled sounds, digital effects, and a sequencer. Excuse me. So that keyboard became the single best-selling keyboard of all time. Now think about what that means. Not the best-selling workstation, not the best-selling synthesizer, best-selling keyboard ever. That is the Korg M1. Outsold the DX7, outsold the Roland D50, everything. Every single thing that was electronic and had keys. So we banked on that one for a while. It begat many other keyboards with the same engine. The T series, the N series, the X series. Then we shook things up once again with the Trinity and the Triton. So now, in addition to having great sounds, you could sculpt them with this beautiful, easy-to-use color touchscreen. Touchscreen. That was the first touch view display we had on the Trinity there, and we carried that over into the Triton. And the Triton is the best-selling workstation of all time, right? So that is a powerful thing. M3 is the third generation of workstations from Korg. We are going to shake things up again. We've got some technology from the Oasis. We've got some brand new stuff. The first thing you notice from the Oasis is the sound engine itself. It's called EDS, Enhanced Definition Synthesis. And I just want to play a little bit more of that beautiful piano just to show it off. So you're hearing natural damper resonance. When the pedal is engaged, it triggers an effect that simulates the entire body of the piano, not just the strings. And these are stereo samples in here. There are 4 different layers of them, and they can crossfade based on velocity, which is something only the Oasis can do. And basically what that means is that the sounds are smoother and richer and more natural. So here's an electric piano. Some sliders, get some effects. That's a Korg trademark. Whenever our programmers design a sound, they don't just program it for the keys, they program the entire instrument. I've got 8 sliders, 8 buttons, 2 assignable buttons, an XY joystick, a ribbon controller, and this big beautiful color touchscreen. The touchscreen on our keyboards has always been a great way to edit your sounds quickly and easily, and of course search for them. So you can search by category. And I've got this little Rolodex looking thing here. I probably shouldn't say Rolodex because it's a trademark. But, so I just called up a string sound. So just by pushing a button over here, I switched the samples from legato to pizzicato. Pretty slick stuff. Listen to that sample for a second. If I play it softly, a slower attack. If I play it quickly, I can hear the rosin as the ball bounces off the strings. Again, programming that you don't find anywhere else. Not software, not other keyboards. That's Korg's trademark. These guys put their heart and souls into these sounds. So a couple more sounds I'd just love to play for you. We've got some killer basses in here. Hear that string buzz? Again, push a button, I get the ride cymbal. A little string slide on the ribbon. A few more sounds for you. How about some guitars? Pull your fingers off the keys, get a nice string slide. And here's a steel string. Now, as I'm playing this guitar, obviously I'm using keys, so I'm not really portraying a realistic version of the instrument. Fortunately, we've got these 8 velocity-sensitive pads up here. Now, most people look at these 8 pads and they think drums, and of course, they're extremely good at doing that, but you can also store 8-note chords on each one of these pads. So I could play a chord, press chord assign, and a pad, becomes a velocity-sensitive trigger for that entire chord. Create realistic strumming gestures just by triggering that one pad. And of course, now that I've hit the pads, I got to show you the drums. We always lay the drums out: kick, snare, closed hat, open hat, tom, 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 crash. So you're never lost when you call up the drum kit. And just to show you, there's loads of new drum samples in here. So you're never short of inspiration whenever you call up a sound. Just bang out some pads and you're ready to go. There's also a new drum track function in the M3. This is a very useful thing. Let's say I'm playing with an organ sound. Track on and have instant rhythmic accompaniment for anything I'm doing. There are over 500 drum track patterns built into the M3, and you can create your own. They run the gamut of styles. So if I wanted to call up a synth sound, I would get something completely different. Now, we were talking about the color touchscreen a second ago. It hides a deadly secret. It's a Kaoss pad. There's a hold function where I can take my finger off the screen and it'll keep the parameter intact. I can even record the movement of my finger on the XY controller. And it'll loop that motion and play it over again. And of course, every sound in the M3 comes with that motion pre-programmed, so there's something inspirational in there waiting to be discovered. So, up till now, we've been in program mode. Now I'm just going to jump into combi mode, where you have control of up to 16 sounds at once, layered and split across the keyboard. And that can sound a little like this. A little tough to do those little, get them right all the time, but yeah, that's Michele, one of our Italian programmers, who is so brilliant with the orchestral sounds. That's a fine example of what he does better than anybody else.